Hi, my name is Obed Tum from the World Fair Trade Organization, Africa and Middle East. African economy is on the rise, and so is the concept of sustainable production and consumption. Join us as we have a conversation on brands here in Kenya that are not only producing sustainably, but also empowering our local community. And hopefully, we can be able to convince you as a consumer on the need to buy local and also to build the African economy. Join us in the conversation.
My name is Bernard Outa, the Regional Director for the World Fair Trade Organization in Africa and the Middle East. Fair trade is a business model that is quite different from the conventional business. And if you are a fair trade business, it means that your business practices, your production processes must comply with certain principles. The key of this principle is to provide opportunities for disadvantaged communities, whether they are artisans or whether they are farmers, whether they are workers. So at the core of a fair trade enterprise is the desire to provide opportunities for these groups. In this part of the world, in Africa and the Middle East, we have fair trade businesses across the region. Compared to other parts of the world, what we see is that there's less of awareness, there's less of appreciation of what fair trade is, especially among consumers.
Hi, my name is Navalai Osembo, or Nava. I am the co-founder and CEO of Enda. Enda, which is literally ENDA, is a company that's working with Kenyan athletes to make running shoes for runners around the world. The fact that a country like Kenya, with over 50 years experience in producing the world's best runners, doesn't actually produce a running shoe, which didn't make sense. And so Enda was created to answer that call, basically saying how do we expand the benefits of the running footwear industry and bring some of it back to Kenya.
Hi, Kush Lakani, call me Kush. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Kitu Kali. 3 years ago, we decided to create a brand out of selling shoes, but not just selling shoes. It's about telling a story that impacts the local community.
My name is Velma Cheng. I work for One Way. We create authentic African wear. We are registered with WFTO, as you can see from our products. We create Kikoi wear. We also have Kili wear. We do have Masai wear, which are our leather belts, which are beaded, and our caps.
My name is Faisal Hussein, founder of Pallet Café.
Pallet Café is a cafe that empowers youth, empowers disabled people in terms of job creation. Our main focus is hospitality, food industry, and employing youth, and again, hearing impaired.
My name is Fred Masinde. I'm the business manager of Undugu Fair Trade Limited. Undugu Fair Trade Limited is a social enterprise and works with the disadvantaged producers across Kenya. Our main purpose is linking them with markets for the products that they make.
There's a lot of upcycling. We don't call it recycling, we call it upcycling. We started doing all the furniture of Pallet Café is made of pallets, and that's why we call it Pallet Café.
Enda represents a couple of values. The first one is Harambe. Harambe was not just something about creating the company, it's also about the spirit of athletes. We try as much as possible to go beyond what has been defined as the realm of possibility and just push ourselves to see how we can be.
Our biggest value would be quality. We are very, very concerned about our quality. We sell a brand, not a product only. So it's very, very important that each product is looked for quality. All of our employees know the importance of quality, so it's something that is trained from anybody. Everybody in the organization knows that before you release a product to the next step, you have to check the quality. So it is better that we don't give the product than to give a poor quality. We use the best raw materials, which are locally sourced. Most of them are locally sourced, which we cannot source locally, we also import, but most of them are locally sourced. And we also try as much as possible to, as we make the products, to minimize a negative impact on the environment. Yeah.
We only employ craftsmen from Kibera. We want to empower the craftsmen from Kibera. We want to give them the skills and the platform to sell unique shoes. We keep everything local. Everything we source, all our materials is sourced locally. We try and use second-hand fabrics where we can to increase the sustainability. So we use second-hand jeans from mitumba in the inner lining of our shoes.
We try to create our product brand of Undugu Fair Trade. Mainly first, we are using sustainable materials. We try to encourage to use sustainable materials, recycled materials, so that they are not harmful to the environment, at the same time giving value to the people who are making the products. We do a lot of market research so that we come out with relevant designs that are market-led. So you'll find that our products are not the normal one that we go to a Maasai market and find them there, but they are products that are unique in their aesthetic, the way they are made, and the way they fit within your lifestyle.
For us, sustainability comes from two angles. One is, I think, the concept of creating jobs. The second bit is now from the product and operations perspective. So what do we do from a product to make it environmental friendly? And where we can't, what can we do as a company to contribute to the community that we support?
We use second-hand materials where we can. The inner lining of the shoes is using second-hand jeans sourced from mitumba. We then have all our other materials that are not second-hand, they're new, but we only buy them from local markets in the country.
All the furniture of Pallet Café is made of pallets, and that's why we call it Pallet Café. And we also work on greeneries. We do a lot of flowers, we do a lot of upcycling, pots. Sitting areas is completely different than other cafes that when you go in. And also the energy is also different from other places.
One of the ways that we promote sustainability is through the use of inks, Benzema inks. They are very eco-friendly, they don't have poisons. Another way we are very sustainable is when we are making our products, we do have offcuts, but we try as much as possible to create products from the offcuts. Most of our products are handmade, like this Ikoi, the person who twisted this, they did it by hand. Print work is done by hand. So basically, we don't have a lot of emissions.
We have the sustainability of the product themselves, the raw materials. So we work closely with the producers. We look at the sources of the raw materials to ensure that they are not exploited to harm the environment. Another way that we also do is like we ensure that all the packing materials we use are sustainable packing materials. There is also sustainability now of livelihood, the social livelihood. So this is the greatest aspect, and that is where we focus.
For us, it's because we're employing them, we can directly say, okay, we'll give you insurance. As we grow, your payments will grow as well. We have a rule, once you're with us for 6 months, automatically your pay goes up. We empower them, we train them. The craftsmen really appreciate that. There's times they've told me that since Kitu Kali started, life has been good.
We basically give 2% of our revenues to the community project. We have a foundation arm of the business. Through that, we've been able to do cash grants to athletes, especially during COVID. We've helped women organizations, and we've also worked with an organization in Korogosho that helps kids through life, like they give them life skills through sports.
Pallet is known of employing disabled people. All the staff that we have here, 90% of them are youth. Out of the 90%, 60 to 70% of the 90 is also disabled. We deal with a lot of perishable things, yeah? So we just actually sustain the farmers around here. And we appreciate a lot for all the farmers who are bringing their raw materials and all the product in here. I also appreciate it because of the payment terms that we're actually giving. It's very quick.
One of the ways that we impact our local communities is by employing local women from nearby slums. These women are given these leather items to do beadwork. They are allowed to do beadwork at the comfort of their homes. They are given enough time to do it and they can make some income out of it. Another way is we have come into partnership with Dignity Designs. This is Heshima Foundation. This is an organization which employs women with disabled children. So these women are able to leave their homes and come with the kids to work. The kids receive physiotherapy as they do beadwork for our jewelry. Some of the jewelries are here. We also have hand embroidery for t-shirts, which we give our employees, and they can go with them home and they can do it on the weekends and make an extra income. This is how we support the local communities, and by the fact that we employ from locally, so we are supporting local communities.
Yeah, the Undugu Fair Trade impacts on the local community by giving them work. We ensure that their level of livelihoods is high. Secondly, we also ensure that we provide jobs within the village-rural setups. So that limits the rural-urban migration. There are other areas when we talk about marginalized, like we work with the Turkana women. And you see in Turkana, the only plant that grows there is a palm dome. And that is the raw material that they use to making basketry.
Things that you do it from here, there's a mother who's somewhere who's actually benefiting out of it. A disabled guy who's sitting somewhere who's doing the leather or the material cutting. But we need to look at that angle of saying, let's promote.
There could be more around consumers buying local and having confidence in local businesses.
It's really more of understanding why people are skeptical about local brands, and then also changing the mentality about what local brands are for.
Okay, by supporting local businesses such as One Way, you are able to help us employ more locals, and also by you are supporting the economy of Kenya. We are a company that is creating products locally. We are buying raw materials locally, so the more you support us, the more we support the local, also other local businesses.
By buying our products, you are creating employment to many folks within the villages and even within the urban setups. So it is important, the more you buy, the more jobs and the more money our rural people can earn and therefore improve their livelihoods.
Do inclusion, not only hearing impaired, but there's also other people who need it. And all those people are in the field, they need help. Let's give it a help to everyone. Not in one community, but many of them can be also returned helped in.
Sustainability is not just an option, it is the way. And so if you want to create a sustainable business, sustainable not just for the environment, but also for your own business not to become extinct, then you have to think about how do we grow a business that basically elevates or works with the community and is not undermining or is not causing harm to the community.
My major advice would be, please, even as we try and produce items in Kenya, let's try and become sustainable. Let's remember the sustainable developmental goals and make sure that even as we produce, we're having very positive impact on the environment, because we have our children who will leave the environment too, and we can help the environment to survive in the near future. Yeah.
Stay true to your brand. You know, whatever your brand is, if it's employing people from Kibera or if it's using second-hand fabrics or whatever your message is, stay true to your brand. Always have an impact of or an element of sustainability. The world is moving towards that. We need to play our part, no matter how small we are or how big we are. We all have a part to play in sustainability, so always have some elements of sustainability built into your brand.
We need to support our businesses locally, because we know as at this particular point, our businesses is almost like 80% export and 20% local. But we like to grow this 20% to almost 100%, because there are more returns when you sell locally, because your costs are a bit low.
Kenya is on its way to thriving as an economy because of local businesses like Kitu Kali and others that are keeping local impact, keeping local employment, creating unique products, offering unique services. And now is the time to support that movement and continue to buy from Kenyan businesses, continue to support our Kenyan businesses, because we're headed somewhere. We're going to the global stage and we need everyone's support in getting there.
Okay, by supporting local businesses such as One Way, you're able to help us employ more locals, and also by you are supporting the economy of Kenya. We are a company that is creating products locally. We are buying raw materials locally, so the more you support us, the more we support the local, also other local businesses.
The biggest message that we can do is promote local, buy local products, so that you can also improve the local economy.
To be and to move, there has to be a conscious decision to actually go local, invest local, patronize local businesses.
Promote local, promote the brands of locals, and let's build it together all.
These are good examples of sustainable businesses that we should support as consumers, as local consumers. So in the end, what we try to do is to make fair trade part of our everyday life.
You can buy our products online at www.one-way.co.ke. You can also get our products at our shops. We have 2 shops currently. One is at Village Market, another one is at Yaya. We are also available at Sariton Junction. The products are available at a shop called Banana Box. We are also available at Dufree. When you're going abroad, you can buy from Dufree. We are available on all social medias as One Way Kenya.
Yeah, Undugu fair trade products like the soapstone, mainly you can go to our website. You can find our shop right now at Karen Village, African Creative Center, office number 10. You can always get our products. You can also go online, where we have a good presence on Jumia. We are selling our essential oils and herbal and beauty products on that platform.
For our shoes, you can buy them online at www.endasportswear.com.
You can find us in Pallet Café, the branch in Lavington, right opposite Lavington Mall. The second branch is actually in Gigiri, on a Gigiri Close.
We're online, kitukali.com. Instagram is @kitukali. Find us, reach out. If you have any questions, we're always happy to help. Buy local.
Buy local.
Buy local.
Build Africa.
Build sustainability.
If you buy local, you are not only putting money at the pocket of the entrepreneur, but also back to our local community. So buy local, promote local, let's build local, let's promote the economy of Africa.